right.
You can hear me clearly?
Here.
All right, cool. My little headset.
Alrighty, everybody. Oh, wait. We live from the pod.
Yep.
Live from the pod. Mazel tov. Oh, no. I'm gonna sip the red with you.
All right, hold up. Let me get that out there.
Winding down from the pod. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. And we live. Everybody share. Tell a friend to tell a friend and tell a friend. Come kick it with the peeps. 2 peeps on a pod.
You already know what it is.
Come kick it with us. Come kick it with us. Man.
Where you say you had the comments at last time on here?
It was coming up on just it was see you it's an email you supposed to be accepting it for you to be an admin on here. You ain't never accepted. It said what pending.
No. Yeah, I got to get back to that.
Yeah. So then it'll let you, I think, of course, see it.
So I'm gonna pull it up on this real quick.
Welcome to the live. 2 peeps on the pod. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. The 2024 is ending off very crazy. I mean, honestly, I believe it started off a little crazy too. From the little checklist, the little calendar everybody been saying. I don't remember what happened.
But it absolutely started off with a bang. Cat Williams started off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, and that was a banger. Wow. That was a banger right there. Really, Cat Williams coming in was
in the year. Year was just getting started, and he said, "Hold this down real quick." So we should have known what direction this was going in.
Welcome, peeps. What's up? What's up? What's up? Come on in. Come on in.
I don't see the live one.
Uh-oh, that's what somebody just told me. What's going on? Oh, see, I think, okay. It's saying I'm live. Okay. There we go.
You having a stretch. Oh, came in hot.
Yeah. All right. We up on YouTube. We up on IG. Share it to a friend that want to kick it and laugh. Man, so yeah, like we said, like it's crazy. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes for some people to join since I was a little delayed on the IG. But we appreciate y'all waiting to come on in. But yeah, 2024 did kick it off with Cat Williams, and that was a crazy one. That was a crazy one. But it's ending off even crazier. So I guess 2024 is one for the books.
Yeah, I think we end up saying that every year. Every
year 2023 wasn't that crazy. I don't remember.
It get wilder and wilder.
What was 2023?
I don't remember now.
Exactly.
I don't remember.
Exactly. It wasn't that crazy.
It was wild.
I don't know. Can anybody drop in the chat? What happened in 2023 that made 2023 wild? 2023 was not wild, I don't think. I think 2023, prices, the eggs was $50. Other than the eggs being 50, it really wasn't nothing. Welcome to the live. 2 peeps on the pod. Wednesday live from the pod. We drop every Wednesday. We stream live. We come kick it with y'all. We wind down, grab a drink, grab a glass, and come kick it with our ass. We talk about any kind of trending little crazy stuff that's been going on, either within the week. The topic, we got a few things we want to talk about. We're going to talk about Mr. Trick Papa. Mr. Trick Daddy
dollars. $30, boy.
We're gonna get into something that kind of happened a few weeks ago, but the election and everything took over a little bit, overshadowed it. But we gotta hear the opinions of the peeps, and we want to talk about the Cam Newton and Corey Holcomb episode on Cam Newton's podcast, because that man right there. Well, we'll see. We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
It was wild. Corey Holcomb is wild at all times. Anyway, like you heard the disclaimer before he started. He like, this is gonna be controversial. Like, so everybody that invites him on their platform, they already got to know what they getting themselves into.
Oh yeah, you know everybody wants a viral moment, but sometimes you know a viral moment can kind of go wrong or go right. You know, depending on now we in the age of. I mean, freedom of speech has always been a thing. We talked about this on the. We talked about this before on many episodes, and it's just pretty much you can say what you want, but don't. And I can do what I want, or I can be willing to accept what I want. But anyway, thank y'all for joining the live again. Share with a friend. Go ahead and cast this to your TV so you don't got to walk around with your phone. Cast it onto your TV. Prop your feet up. Grab snack. And let's get our chat going here. So so as always, this is two peeps on the pod. You got two hosts. I'm Keish.
I'm Mac.
Here we are. So we want to discuss, and this has been itching me. When I saw it, I was like, I definitely wanted to know your opinion on it. And Trick Daddy, if y'all have not seen it, you know, you can find it on the Shade Room, anywhere. You know, you can probably throw his name in there. And it's not a story that we haven't heard before. And it's, you know, as Black Americans or Black individuals that cohabitate in the United States of America, do you identify or consider yourself African American? Do you consider yourself, do you want to alleviate the African because you don't feel that you're from Africa? Do you call yourself just Black? You know, what is your take on that? Now, what I will say is Raven Simone said this, Waka said this, you know, quite a few people have said it, and the world has been in an uproar. I have my opinion, but I want y'all, if you're on the live, please drop in the chat.
I can't wait to hear your opinion. I ain't even gonna hold you. I cannot wait, because you already know where I'm going. But I cannot wait. Let's go. Go ahead. Kick that thing.
So technically, so to be technical, if somebody asks me I'm Black. I'm Black. However, if you were to say, Keisha, the African American, I'm not going to say, hold on, wait a minute. I've never been to Africa. Because just because I've never been somewhere does not mean I'm not a descendant. And that's what it is for me. Like, yeah, okay, I get you. I get your trick. Okay. You never been to Africa. Okay. Because you was tricking them dollars, because how you had all that money and you ain't never, you know, so you've removed yourself from that. But nevertheless, I think that, you know, I don't know what it is that we as a culture try to always remove ourselves from certain things and then act like just because, you know, when you say it, what power are you giving those words? So no, I'm not gonna go on somewhere. Hey, Matt, don't call me African American. But if you ask me, Keisha, what are you? I'm Black. I am American. Yes, we built this. You know, slavery lasts for 400 years, but those people that were there, they were from. I'm not one of the conspiracy theories saying that there was no Atlantic slave trade. I do believe it. There is proof. I don't know why people keep saying it's not proof. There is proof. There's proof. It happened. Now, is everybody from there? Probably not. No.
So wasn't nobody here already?
I'm not saying that they weren't. I didn't say
that's all I'm about to say. Listen.
9 times out of 10, though.
Some slaves came from Africa for sure. They came from all around the world. From all around the world, supposedly, right? But that doesn't negate the fact that there was already a whole bunch of people already here.
When you say a whole bunch,
they was already here.
The holiday that we're about to celebrate, there was a mass genocide of those people. Now, Thanksgiving, the smallpox, I mean, they gave blankets for peace gifts to kill these people off. The people the people now, have they reclassified us? Some of us, absolutely. Do we all know black people that say, I got Indian in my family, and then you go get your 1, 2, 3 meal, whatever it is, and you don't see that? They reclassified us. So I'm not saying that, but to say that that thing did not happen at all, that chattel slavery did not happen.
I'm not saying, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that I understand why somebody would say that I'm not African American. At the end of the day, I was born in New York and America. You understand? So I'm American American, if anything. I'm the original American, if anything. If that's what
Uncle Kev said, drop the American until 2029.
Hey,
I don't care.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm black.
Okay. That whole African American thing was to separate us from the shit that we built.
Why do y'all think that?
This is ours.
So why do you think that to add the African American?
Because we all don't know if we are African or not. Just like they don't all know where they from. You can't say that all of these people that look like us are African American. There's no way. Even the people, if that's the case, then why the fuck what's going on with Kamala then? She wasn't black enough, right? So, but that's all I'm saying. So we can't throw that on everybody that look like us.
But we know Trick Daddy did not pay to get his lineage. We know that. Now, Raven Simone, maybe, but that's not what they're saying. They didn't say, hey, listen, and they don't owe us any of that, to say the least.
They ain't never been to Africa. They don't know none of that. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm okay with people saying that they don't want to be called that. Because at the end of the day, I lived in PG County, Maryland for 8 years. And there's a huge African population, right?
Absolutely.
And you do know that there was a whole lot of tension. Like they never was like saying like, oh, we all this. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, yo.
But that's different. That to me, that's a little different. That's a little different. That's like saying that you were in high school in 2003, and the person now that goes to your same high school, y'all don't have the same experience. You're so far removed. We were not there. They were born and raised. That's like the people that say, yo, I'm from New York. Oh, well, where you grew up? Oh, no, I was just born at the hospital there. Then when you moved, well, I was 1. It's not the same experience. It's not. So but that does not take away from that person and these roots being from there. Now, I get you. We don't know. And
that's all I'm saying.
And that is the detriment of it. And that makes it even worse. But what we do know is that in order to get this color skin, in order to get that particular melanin in your skin, you had to be housed below the equator. Now, yes, we can talk about the Pangea and all of the plate tectonics and all of those being together, and the earth maybe didn't look this certain way, but we know that life started in Africa. So no matter what you say, no matter what they say, I guess all of us. That's why they call it the motherland. But okay. I get it. I say I'm black. I don't go around, but to me, it comes off as a false truth, if that makes any sense. And a false truth is, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but what are you saying? That for me,
I'm saying that I'm not African American. It's plain and simple. People saying exactly what they saying. Ain't no,
right, so
ain't no trick in it.
But what's the point of that?
It's not a test.
What's the point of it?
What's the point of saying that you're black?
Because somebody asked me.
Exactly. So if somebody asks you, then I would say,
I wouldn't say I'm not African American.
You wouldn't. That's all. You wouldn't. But you subscribe to
that don't even answer the question
in this world anyway. So if they told you were something else, you would have been rocking with it.
No. I think that everybody wants to be on the bandwagon of these. Oh, I'm fake woke. And they not really, because he sat up there and said, I ain't never been to Afro. What do you mean you've never been to Afro? What do you even like? We listening to a man named Trick Daddy.
That's the first thing.
His name is Trick Daddy.
I hope he ain't trying to be educated by him, but I'm not offended by him saying that he's not African American. That's all. We weren't talking about his level of intellect. We weren't talking about any of that. We just saying like if it was right or wrong for him to say. I don't think it's right or wrong for anybody to say who they are. Like,
ain't no way comments. Ain't no way my ancestors not from Zimbabwe.
I ain't gonna hold you. My people from Poughkeepsie.
Studies teacher. If you can trace your heritage back to the place, you can add it to American. You can be born in America and your parents are from Asia and you still would be Asian American. What y'all talking about? Right now we talk about Trick Daddy and him saying that he is not he does not identify as African American because he has never been in Africa. His grandmama ain't telling him about Africa. His mama ain't telling him about Africa. He from the project. I forget what project he said.
And he's a Floridian. He just from Florida in the United States. He just American. Is pretty much what he was getting at. But I get that. I promise y'all, I understand that. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I just think that a lot of people have a lot of unlearning and relearning to do. And I'm not mad if you say you are African American. And I'm not mad if you say that. You understand? That's not what I'm saying either. It's not. I'm not saying that it's a negative thing, but I'm not one of the people that's like, oh, why are people saying that? I 100% understand why. I start marking other on my shit because I don't even know.
Oh my God. But this is the thing, y'all. This is the thing. So when they tell y'all, if we ever get reparations, I want y'all to say that y'all never been there. Don't come lying. Don't come looking for that check because y'all not from there. Y'all not from there.
The reparations ain't coming either. So what
it might not come for you, but it may come from your descendants. From your descendants. And so what I'm saying is y'all want to let them sit here.
Y'all, how you gonna put me in the class with Trick Daddy all of a sudden?
You said that you put other.
I said
you went as far as to say you put other.
I said I get it. I said I get it. I'm not mad at these people.
And that's what I'm saying. So you're falling for the narrative as when they say you got to prove to yourself, when you got to prove to the state that you are of African descent, that your ass has been putting other down, and they're gonna say, "Oh, bypass you." So I'm gonna have to cut you a piece of mind.
And you better.
I'm gonna have to, because I'm gonna be like, I told you. Don't y'all go around here putting other.
Listen. I don't even care about what they got going on. Listen, if y'all get some money, you better throw some over here. But I don't care about that shit.
You better stop putting other and putting your ass is black. Why do you think they didn't derive from Africa? Go ahead, Matt. Share with the class.
You said who? Because I know where I was born at. I know.
No. Why do you think you didn't derive?
Oh, I was like, I was confused. Like,
why do you think you didn't derive from Africa?
What you?
So meaning, okay, let's elaborate. So what they're asking is why you said that you don't, basically kind of what he's saying. You from Poughkeepsie. You're saying you ain't from there. You don't know if your people came truly from Africa. So they're asking, why do you think that?
Because I know, because ain't nobody ever came and said something different. You know any of your people? Do you know any of your people from Africa that came and said, yo, Keisha, I know for a fact, this where we from over here, the west side of this town, we all this and that. We got no idea. I have no idea. So how you just throw that on me is what I'm saying. How did that just get thrown on everybody that looked like us?
So then let's say this then. Let's say this. Even though they have America has tried to hide our past from us, that as people in the age of information, we need to start doing our due diligence while our elders are still here to talk to them to see if we can trace.
They from North Carolina.
And where you think the North Carolina people came from?
The ones that I know that was alive came from there too. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Y'all don't know.
Life did not start there. Life did not start there though. Life didn't start from as far as what your family came.
If you are, be that. But I know for a fact that I don't have nobody that ever came and said this where they was from or none of that. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Like I don't know where the confusion is coming from.
It's not a confusion. So we not getting reparations. Hold on, Matt. So they said we not getting reparations. Have I ever looked into it? So I personally have not looked into my lineage, but on my dad's side of the family, through my dad's mother, she had a sister who was into that when she retired. So they have actually traced it back to the slave that was gifted to the master and followed all the way down. Now, do we know where that slave specifically came from? No. But we do have names and who on, but that's just one piece of my family. So I personally have not. Is that something that I would want to look into? Absolutely. I do have an aunt on my dad's side that she is like, oh my God, I will get ancestry clicks and alerts on emails from her. That is what she's doing in her retirement. So what I'm saying is we are the adults now. We are going to be those people. And while our elders are here, the baby boomers, we got to talk to them. We got to get down to it. Because in California, if y'all know in the chat, educate me a little more because I'm not too familiar with it, but there was a place that if you could show that your ancestry rooted back to Africa, or that you were, or if you were, I don't know if it was your family was involved in chattel slavery, or if you could trace it back to Africa, they were giving money. So that time may come. I'm not saying we may see it, but there may be a time. So I'm just saying, yes, I'm Black. But I'm also not going on networks. Oh, you ain't African American. I'm not doing that either.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, but I said I'm not out here saying, oh, don't call me this and don't call me that. At the end of the day, I'm saying that I understand why people are coming out and wanting to know exactly who they are, because people told us who we were. Why don't we say that the non-melanated people, we don't say, what are they? European Americans?
Well, but they do say, people hear people say, oh, what are like, you? Oh, I'm Irish and German.
Right. They say that because they be not 7 out of 10 times, maybe even higher. They be actually knowing a little bit, but we people that were born right here in America, every one of us were. We just got that tag thrown on us, and we don't even know. How about if some of our family didn't even come from over there, yo?
So where they
I'm just saying.
So they were Native Americans. If you believe you are that you are Native American, then that means
I ain't even say I was Native American.
Not you. I'm saying. Not you specifically.
I ain't 100% sure. That I'm gonna put that on everything. I ain't 100% sure of what's going on over here.
But what I'm saying is, if that's the case, then you really better trace your lineage, because they're giving out checks every month, and you get to go to college for free. Your descendants go to college for free. They cut a check for the reservation and all of that. So if you do know that, then that's even more of a reason to check your lineage, because that's why they hide stuff. So we got a comment here.
I have some family members that know their tribe and all of that. Like, some for real, like they know who they are and all of that. I think it's a beautiful thing when you actually do know.
It is.
You know what I mean?
See here, we got a comment. A person who looks Asian would never say they're not from Asia. All of those adopted kids, most people you can look at and tell where they are from. So yeah, that's the kind of what the people were saying. Like, we're the only people that will sit here and just try to denounce our past, and again, it's all playing into the damn matrix. It's all playing.
It's not denouncing no past. We know that it's not saying that none of this happened. Nobody's saying that. I'm just saying that everybody's not African American. That we know 100% sure. We're sure. We're also sure of all the lies that have been taught and pumped into us. So anytime somebody goes to the other side, they fake woke now, or they fake this, or they this and that, because they don't want to agree with the bullshit that was given to us.
So it's not that they don't want to agree to it. You give it. You're not giving.
That I was taught in high school, and I was in AP history.
The only thing is, we're not saying because we're feeding into it. You can't, in my opinion, you can't give blanket statements on a platform and in certain spaces and based on who you are as an influencer. And we kind of talked about that. When you make these blanket statements to the public that are easily influenced, as you say, then come with the facts. Then come with it. Tell me why you say this. He literally said Afro. I ain't never been to Afro.
That man name is Trick Daddy. We shouldn't be looking at him to be no savior or no role model anyway. So if you was taking a history lesson from a man that said you ain't no nigga,
you don't know nigga. Hey, I'm gonna tell him, if you ain't African American, stop saying nigga. That's about to be my next tag.
Stop, yo. Man, listen, man. Y'all
I'm messing around, but yeah, y'all. So I appreciate y'all on that, and I guess I guess we'll just have to agree. I mean, like I said, I don't disagree with it, but it's just the what happens after you say those things. And it's just that, like, the ignorance with it. And I guess unfortunately the ignorant people that come forward and say it to make it a thing and then make it a thing. So that's what
read this comment, because that's a good question in there.
All right, let me see. Let me see. So basically, if I was born in Germany and my parents were born there, that's what they've known all their life. But I'm brown like you and have no other history to go by. My entire family is born and born and raised in Europe. What does that make me? Is that what the conversation was? Okay, so just a little bit. So what we're saying, so you're saying if you were born in Germany and your parents were born in Germany, so your parents were born in Germany, they had you in Germany, but they're black, they're brown, and you're brown. Are we saying that you're German? Is that what you're saying?
You German for a moment until you get over here. They're gonna call you African American.
But again, y'all, that's what I'm so glad you posted that comment, because that's exactly what I'm saying. Life does not start with where your life came. Slavery was a whole 400 years, and then we still had it's generational. That's what I'm saying.
So then we have that in us, okay, but that is not who you are. You was born in Virginia. You American too. What are we talking about, yo?
Hey, look,
we allow these people to come take our land and tell us that we some African Americans. We built this America.
I don't know who came up with the term, but I believe it was one of us, because we were Negroes. We were Negroes
right here.
I don't know who came up with it,
but
I get what y'all saying.
And that's why the African Americans is at the bottom of the barrel, and the real American Americans is up here, because they tricked us. And everybody's okay with it.
No,
because slavery happened. I gotta have the African in me too, and you and everybody's African that look like this color, except for Kamala. Yeah, exactly.
I never said that. I ain't never say that. I never said none of that you said. So let's make that note right there. I never said none of that. But we'll agree to kind of sortly agree to kind of disagree. We'll agree to disagree. We'll agree, and I'm gonna love. So yeah, y'all. Say it loud. I'm black.
And that song was to our detriment too, cause then they said, you black people ain't shit. We're gonna treat y'all like y'all not here, and we gonna give y'all the scraps of everything and make y'all work harder at the things that you better at, because you let them call y'all that crazy shit. We let them put us at the bottom. We did, yo. Just pay attention.
We let them do that.
We went from our ancestors being kings and queens and all that.
Don't say that, because you don't know them. You don't know
craziness.
Don't say that. Your ancestor could have been. My ancestor could have been a blacksmith. My ancestor might have not been a king or queen. We all weren't kings or queens. So I need that rhetoric to stop.
Yeah, everybody that don't want to be, y'all ain't. I know who I am.
My God. Kings and queens didn't get stolen and were not in chattel. Mostly we're not.
You try to put your Steve Urkel shit in my mind.
No, I'm trying to tell you, man.
Makes my mind. It ain't gonna happen.
Listen, you need to get in there. It need to get in there. Like, listen, I'm telling you. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here so we can go to our next topic. But I'm gonna leave it here for you.
I might let you leave it there. Let me see.
And slavery happened throughout all history, right?
Okay.
The difference between the American slavery was that it was for life. So slavery normally was you stole my cattle, you're in debt to me, you're gonna be enslaved to me for 7 years, you got to still go back home. It was just free labor. We didn't strip you from your heritage, we didn't strip your kids, we didn't do any of that. American chattel slavery did.
There we go. My man
American chattel slavery did a whole entire different thing to us. So what it did was it also allowed people to trick people into, hey, let me give you the guns, let me give you this, let me give you this. Hey, we're gonna bring them back. So understand, kings and queens were not taken. I'm not saying majority of them were not kings and queens, because kings and queens were not in slavery. They were giving their own slaves away. People that they were already prisoners of wars, people that did things to them. That's who they sent. That's who they stole. You weren't coming up in no castle stealing people. They were doing absolute trades. So that's the rhetoric that I tell y'all.
Trick people against each other. Exactly. I get you. But look, my man had a really good comment.
Go ahead and get these comments.
He had a good comment in here because that's how I feel. He said, we're the only race of people who question because we are the only race of people who were legitimately stripped of everything. So that's the reason why I understand why people would say, I am not African American, because they don't know, because we don't know. So I just be saying, let's not, he catching, all the people that say that be catching a lot of flack. They catch a lot of bad backlash. And I just don't understand that part, because everybody's entitled to think how they want to think, look at things from their own perspective, and feel how they want to feel. So a person can't say that they're not African American, and that shouldn't be detrimental. These conversations
I don't think we're saying it's detrimental.
Should not be negative. Like, we should be having these.
I think it's not negative. It's more so, But we got a comment here. Our skin color makes us black and not our African heritage. So we connected by skin color don't even make you black. Heritage.
Skin color don't even make you black.
Okay. So why you say that?
Come on, you know what they just did to Kamala? Come on, I'm not gonna stop that, yo. I'm not. You already know skin color don't make you black. You already know. Good question.
I think what separates us is also what connects us, depending upon where we landed. Absolutely. So the comment we're asking is, so what makes you black? If it's not our skin color and not our heritage, then what makes you black?
I don't even know no more, yo. 2024. Hey, this is definitely. Listen, I just call me my name, please. That's it, yo. I don't even want to be nothing else, yo.
Nothing else.
Call me an alien at this point. I'll fuck it all.
Hey, don't call you that. You might get mass deported out here. I don't know.
I don't want to be none of that. Take me with the aliens then. Fuck Trump and all them too, by the way. But yeah, man, I don't even know no more, man. This shit make my head hurt. Just
color makes you. It's a few things. I think it's color, and then the one drop rule that they said if your daddy black, you black. If or if you have one drop of blood in you that's black, you're black. And
so how come that? Why was that? Why is that the case? And everything else, but they tore this lady apart. They still tearing her apart
because they knew that they could get to people. They knew that could be a way to break up the black vote from her. That's why they did it.
It didn't work. It didn't work. The black people still voted for her.
No, they did not. No, they did not.
So you ain't see the statistics? The black people voted for her the most.
Black women did. I
see. Nah, I gotta send it to you now. I saw that the black men and the black women voted for her the most.
I mean,
and people weren't.
They did not pull numbers. She did not pull numbers like Obama.
Cause she's not a man for one, and she not Obama. We can't compare the two together.
I'm just saying they're both mixed race people.
We're just saying that all of that uproar that everybody was in over her, if she's black or not, and the black people end up voting for her ass anyway. I'm so confused. Why are we like this? Why is everybody like? That's why I don't want to be none of y'all shit. Because everybody crazy.
Dark-skinned Dominicans, Afro-Latinos, arguably considered black folks, because they are for real. But they refuse to identify as such. Culture makes us black. Skin color makes us African Americans.
So they feel closer to the whites anyway, right?
So white people who love the culture can be black. I'm just being devil's advocate. She had 2 months. Obama had. That is agree. I definitely agree with you. That he definitely had way more time. Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate the banter here with the topic. But we about to switch it. We about to switch gears a little bit to our next topic. And I know me and Matt about to get into it again. I know.
Here, let me drink some of my wine because you stress me out.
Get into it. So the next topic, and again, if y'all have not, if you didn't hear already, again, if you're on a live, share the live to somebody that loves to hear Trending topics are live on Wednesdays. That's what we kind of talk about, some trending things, nothing specific, and even always bring us topics. When you see us posting about it, we're always going to come live 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check us out. We definitely take requests. But if not, we definitely come up with our little topics to get the party started. So if you have not seen, everybody of course knows Cam Newton, and he has his, I believe it's, I want to keep saying Freaky Friday. Is it Freaky Friday? It's something Friday. He's on his podcast or whatever. But when he bring people on there.
Oh, fresh. Is it fresh Friday?
I don't know. Drop in the comments if you know.
Frisky, fresh, one of them shits.
I know it ain't frisky. But he brought Corey Holcomb onto the show a couple weeks ago. And Corey Holcomb, if you don't know, is a comedian from, I must call him back in the day. I ain't seen him nowhere other than podcasts and on the radio or something. I think he has his own podcast as well. But, you said you saw him a couple times.
Yeah, in Baltimore.
So if you haven't seen that, y'all, I'm telling you, his show is 2 hours long, but I'm telling you, he goes over a lot of things. Cam Newton show, shout out to him. I like the show. Always have great conversations on there. And basically, Corey has a wild perspective on a lot of stuff. And
wild is an understatement, by the way.
When I saw the clip I saw really made me like run to the actual show. It did what it was supposed to do. And so, but I'm going to not start with that clip. I'm not going to start with that, what he was talking about. But one of the things he talked about, and I want to get your opinion in the comments. Kim asked the question, who is the biggest influencer, Kim Kardashian or T.I.? So if you are on the live, please drop in.
Actually, not just influencer. The question was, who's more influential?
There we go. Thank you.
Who is most? So even bigger than that. Who's more influential?
There we go. Thank you. Thank you for the correction. Who is more influential, Kim Kardashian or T.I.? Please drop in the chat. Please. If you don't type nothing else, please type in that chat who you think is most influential. Oh my God.
And you know what was so funny when I was watching it? I was like, how did this even become the two that we were comparing? It was so wild, but
it was definitely not day and night.
Yeah, but it made some sense.
It definitely did for me.
You know what I mean?
So we got a T.I. I'm sorry, Kim K. T.I. ain't influencing anyone with those braids. Kim. Yeah, I don't know what T.I.
too much on tip, y'all, with his locks.
Kim, she's made her whole family millionaires. Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, come on with it.
Depends on the audience for real. T.I. Okay, I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that.
Okay.
So go ahead. Go now. Who is most influential?
Listen, because we not saying who the most influential to self. And are we saying to the whole universe? That's what they were kind of
the way Cam posed the question. In my opinion, in my understanding, it was who is most influential, T.I. or Kim Kardashian?
Let me
take my drink.
Kim Kardashian, and that's a sick answer too.
But why?
Because let me tell you why. Because she was connected. So it wasn't like I would rather my children be influenced by somebody that built something brick by brick by brick by brick by brick, that's why these kids are searching for instant gratification is because of shit like this.
So are you saying that, for example, the Nepo baby, so are you saying now that and I'm just giving an example, when Blue Ivy gets older, or even Teyana Taylor, these people that families or parents that you preach put their kids in position to be able to be somebody
no. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Because you're saying because she was connected only because of her father.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
She was connected because of her father was a high profile.
No. Listen. She was. Let me finish then. Let me fix that because you just ran a whole nother way. That's not where I'm going.
Okay.
I'm saying that she was connected in a way where something that would have hindered anybody else that looked like us catapulted her into stardom.
Okay.
There, that's it.
So wait,
That's
say
it.
that. Say that
so
piece
let me get it
again.
all out before we
say
go.
that piece again. I want to make sure I heard that.
I said something that would have been detrimental and actually hindering to anybody else that looked like us.
Mm-hmm.
Catapulted her into stardom.
Okay.
Because of her connections. If she was just regular Kim, not Kim Kardashian, and she had that weak ass sex tape with Ray J, that would have been the end all. That could have possibly been, because in the time that we live now, we can't even say that, because some people still, OnlyFans worked for some folks and all of that. So we can't say that it would have been the end of her, but it wouldn't have been this Kim Kardashian, this level, if she didn't have those. You understand? I don't think you understand.
I get what you're saying, but it's kind of what I just said. So what you're saying is, because of her connection into the social,
totally.
Okay, so then that's what I'm. So then you're saying the Teyana Taylors, the all it when you find out, oh, such and such was this person's cousin, and that's how they got on to this and this. You're saying due to connections, because I'm connected. Because the world operates, and it's not what you know, it's who you know. So because her daddy was a successful person that dealt with stars and they lived this lifestyle, and they were able to
her dad didn't save her from this sex tape fiasco.
So remember,
her mother, her very connected mom did.
But how did her mom get connected? From being married to her?
I mean, but I'm just saying right now, you say that we don't know what would have happened had her dad been here. Right now, her mom was very connected and was able to take what could have been a blemish and make that shit work in your favor. She turned into a sex siren at first, and now she's a lawyer. It's cool. I'm all for her change and rebrand and all of that. I'm just stating why I would say that T.I. was more influential to me. I never wanted to look like Kim K. I never wanted to be a sex symbol or none of that. So if we're asking personal people, I mean people personally who was more influential, I would have to go with T.I. to me.
Me. So I'm mad I can't scroll up some more. We missing the so I'm scared to click on it. So I know basically they saying in the comments that T.I. ain't had no empire. He created trap music, and he's been the voice of true hip hop for years. That's the most important influential part. We don't even care anymore. She was able to totally rebrand. Great point.
Exactly.
She only got it because her video leaked. She ain't always worked for it. She smashed for it. That I can't agree with. Kim K made you want to have a tape.
Hell yeah. He said maybe you want to have a tape. T.I. ain't never make her want to be a rapper.
T.I. ain't never made me want to be a rapper to get on.
Can you pin that? That might be the best comment
that ever
happened on the pod. I love you, whoever you are. That's amazing.
They both influenced different demographic of people. That's the point. T.I. was a trap rapper, and the trap rap hip hop is one of the number one genres, but at the time nobody is saying they had a show, he's been on a lot of things, but nobody wants to be like T.I. Nobody. The world has, and just like they said on the Kim show, the world wants to emulate Kim's body. Like they all want that body. Like even Lala, who was already attractive, looks like Kim. Like
they all do, yo. The faces is everybody face the same. People hip to waist ratio. Everybody, it's wild, man. It's wild.
She
definitely is influential. Absolutely influential,
and she is the truth. She has the true mom and momager, and then she also turned her, in the words of Kanye, turn her tragedy to triumph. and here she is. I mean, and built her whole family up, like built them up to be whatever they are.
But when her children get big, they can still Google that video. Just because we forgot about it, that don't mean you know what I mean? It's still out there.
Well, what would that do? And again, Do
I mean, they
people
already
not
seen
grow?
it on Roblox or some shit. I seen a little clip of some shit like a while
Right. They
ago.
don't care.
But yeah,
They
I mean,
don't care.
that's what I'm saying. They're in a place that they don't care. But a black woman make a little mistake, not even that big of a mistake, and she got it, and she can't come back from it most of the time.
I never known a black woman that couldn't come back from a sex tape.
You know one that's running $1 billion industries right now that makes some sex tapes.
Okay, so that's a different. You added on a different variable.
I'm talking about
you
this
added a different variable to it. We didn't say we never know basically a trust fund baby be able to continue to be successful. That's what Kim Kardashian is. She's a trust fund baby. That's the nepotism. Like, we all know, if you're handed these monies, can you flip it? Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna say. So let me go to his next topic that he said. And this
wait, real quick. The comments, you missed the comments.
I know they going fast. They won't let me scroll on here.
Hey, somebody said until they 83 and shaped like a choo-choo pencil. Somebody else said her mom is a pimp.
Yeah.
They say, listen, I'm not a Kim K lover. I like her ability to hustle. I think she want to be black. I mean, everybody want to be black until it's time to be black.
Till it's time. But she's also out there getting people off, and black people. So I think she's evolved. And I think that we can't hold people to who they were at all times or how we met them. I know they say first impression is everything, but sometimes you got to allow people to grow. Who you met when I was 18, I'm not the same person at 37. Maybe a little bit, but not really.
Yeah, for the most part. No, I mess with you. I get what you're saying. I don't have no problem with people evolving. That wasn't it. I was just like, damn, how did she become the most influential? Like, that was all. That's it. It's wild to me that's really the answer.
Hey, I ain't even mad at it. You know, I want the blueprint so I can replicate it. So the next topic,
the sex tape. That's the first thing.
Oh shit! I'm too old for that. She did that in her 20s.
How your mom spin that joint into a business venture?
Hey, I get that lady. That lady will be gone up out of here. Hey, so the next one, Corey said to Kim, like, sometimes you gotta you gotta physically discipline a woman. And so Cam said that he heard that Corey had taken a woman's face and pushed it up. I don't mean to laugh, y'all. Please don't take that.
No, he didn't hear that. Corey said that out his own mouth.
Right. He said, is it true? And he was like, you never had to physically discipline a woman. So if you can drop in the comments now, it was the word discipline and physically for me that just rubbed me ultimately the wrong way. Yeah. And again, freedom of speech, say what you want to say. And I get it. We got to keep it real. But we have come to an age where people don't have no cool. People don't have no nothing. It's just like, so you really want to sit up here and say that to check your woman, you got to put her hands and mush her to enforce male dominance, when to me, it's lack of self-control. To me, it's lack of self-control.
I don't think nobody needs to be physical. We shouldn't have to be physical with each other to get a point across or anything. You know what I mean? But he was wild for that. He was definitely wild for that. But you want to know what's sad? It's gonna be mad people that's like,
Of course.
And it's mostly gonna be women. Because women,
I hate when that happens.
And that be so wild. Women, we be deserving to get slapped sometimes.
Sometimes I need to get checked too.
Yeah, man, it's mental illness. It's real. God.
But honestly, what that just shows you is the house that he grew up in, and not even only that, but the issues and the. And I'm not one to say everybody needs therapy or everybody needs to, but you got to do some self-work, because he's too old to be sitting up here talking about you mushing women's faces to check them and all of that.
He literally said, if she get out of line, I will hold her head if it gets there. Crazy. He said last resort. He ain't saying like I be beating all the women up in the world. That's not what he said. He literally did say though, if the last resort, if they get out of line, his lady know that he gonna put his hand on her head, put it to the window, and now she can't move, so she understand where the power is at. And I was like, oh shit, he is wild. And it's women, and he got mad. Apparently, he got the ladies, so
he ain't got no goddamn ladies, and we know that.
Window is working for him.
Like he said, he dates poverty women. So that's you right. Date the woman that is still either young-minded, where that kind of shit flies, but you ain't dating a woman that will have something to lose, because women that have stuff to lose generally ain't out here trying to be embarrassing you. They not trying to embarrass themselves. And you do have them rowdy women that's like, oh no, fuck that, you ain't gonna do this. But again,
the love and hip hop stars, they be wanting to be baddies so bad, just acting crazy.
But it's about the maturity. He's a bitter, pathetic man. I agree with you 1000%. Cam also cheats on his wife. Cam does not have a wife, and she knows.
Hey, they said, who is even dating Corey?
Admitted to having sex. He did. When was he married? I think Cam was not married. That's his thing. He don't want to be married. He said he's more fearful of divorce than he is fearful of marriage. So he dates where he's permitted to be a jerk. Who the hell dating Corey Holcomb? Let's be exactly.
Them girls in the projects that he liked. He literally said he dates the women that are in poverty because they need him, and they gonna do what he say at that time that he want done because they need him. That's his MO, and that's his game. I'm going to the projects, get the shorty that got 3-4 kids and no car, and I'm gonna buy a little hoopty, and for this 2 to 3 months or however we set it up, she gonna do whatever I want her to do. That's pretty much what he said. If y'all don't believe us, please go watch it, and y'all gonna be like, what? Now, there's a lot of things that he said that are correct.
Give me one. Give me one.
That he said.
Give me one thing he said that was correct. Huh? What did he say that was? What did you think he said that was correct?
Oh, I totally agree with him when he said that people who are on major record labels, people who are on major networks and all of that they have to uphold a certain standard, and they are pretty much puppets, because if they step out of character, they will be reprimanded. And we have seen that time and time again throughout the industry. So he was spitting some stuff, but he says so much idiotic things.
I mean, crazy.
So many idiotic things that you don't even get the gems that he's dropping because it's in between the bullshit.
I can't say he dropped the gem. Now, did he say something that was right? Maybe that made sense. Yeah, but the piece that other than that piece, the piece, and we were almost running out of time. But the piece that I definitely want to hear from the peeps in the chat, please. So he said that if y'all don't watch the Cam Newton thing, please check it out. He has a.
I love y'all in the comments, y'all.
What they said?
Oh man. They said, ain't nobody that man for free.
Exactly.
And somebody said he looked like Smokey the Bear after retirement.
Hey, that's what men like that don't get that much play, but they're here. That's what they get. So the last piece I'm gonna say on this, and again, if y'all know Dr. Cheyenne, I think she's on one of them reality shows as a psychologist or something, therapist. But she went to the Nick Cannon show podcast, and then she went to Cam's show, and basically everybody talking about the high value, low vibrational type of situation. And it was a kind of a thing a few months ago where they said she read him his rights or whatever, and whatever. So Corey had an encounter with her in the past on a show or something, and I guess he don't really mess with her. So what one of the things that Dr. Cheyenne said about Cam is that him having 8 children is that he creates broken homes. And basically he needs to heal and do all of these things. So they were disagreeing because they were saying that, he said, I financially take care of my kids. My kids are in my house. There is no broken home. He has great co-parenting with the 3 women that he has children with, and there is no brokenness in his homes. However, your boy Corey Holcomb comes on and says, and I quote, "Men do not create broken families. Women do. Because it is the woman's job to ensure that the relationship with the child and the father is solid." Now, this one right here, when I tell you I wanted to jump through the damn screen, because is it a woman's job? It's both people's jobs to ensure cohesiveness with parenting. However, if you want to preach, I'm the alpha, I'm the leader, I need this, then why are you looking for her to lead you to good graces with your child?
Exactly.
Why are you looking
That's what
for
I was
that?
getting ready to say. He's a hypocrite because he said that the woman can't be the leader, but then you're saying that she should be.
She should be leading
when
you
it
to
comes to
your
parenting.
child.
That's how you know when you're speaking to an immature, egotistical idiot.
Hurt, has mom issues. And again, if y'all go, when y'all look him up or just look for the clips, if you don't want to watch the whole show, you'll see other clips that he's on. And he talks about his child calling her the B word. He's calling her like F her. I can make another child. Just things that, like, I think we moved away from living room talk with my friend. It's stuff, Mac, I'll say to you on the phone or in person that I'm not going to say on here. And not that it ain't my truth. It's just all my truth ain't for everybody.
Ain't for everybody.
That's the
and
problem
it's a time
where we
place
are.
for everything too. Because that is a very big, that drink had a couple million views already.
Oh yeah.
So how many people are you influencing to go and mush their girl head to the window when she ain't acting? Let me hit
these comments. He sure did say that, but I bet he not putting his hands on no woman in the hood. Facts. Exactly. The girls in the hood fighting or shooting back. He's trash. Don't tell me shit else he said. They both created it. If you know that someone has 7 kids and you most likely going to be in the same situation, please stop watching this podcast.
It's over for me. That was it. It was the episode I needed to watch though, because Keish was trying to talk to me about it. So I wanted to make sure that I see it. And it was good. I liked it because it gave me a great perspective of how unhealed individuals handle life.
Oh yeah.
It's a wild roller coaster.
People like him and Nick Cannon don't care. Based on what he decides to wear, shows he's discombobulated. So I take nothing. Exactly, y'all. Exactly. So yeah, some of y'all saw it, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a good take, and like you said, Matt, getting to see other people's perspective on things and their true brutal honesty in a space that they feel so comfortable with sharing and looking into the camera like he was talking to these people. I mean, he even said,
"Yo, he was for real, yo.
He was dead serious." Because Cam said, "Are you joking?"
And you could tell sometimes that Cam Newton was kind of uncomfortable with the way the conversation was going. He was like, his body language was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was like, he didn't want to mess up the interview, and I think he did a great job. And Corey felt when he was doing that, but it was just like, man, you crazy. It's one of those, crazy as hell. But I'm gonna let you can say what you say.
Right.
But we are running out of time, y'all. Live from the pod. As always, we had a great time.
Today was fun, yo. Thanks for all of the engagement.
We love the engagement, y'all. Yeah. And please continue to share our shit, man. We trying to rise up. I know the holiday is going to be coming up. But we still gonna be dropping, our episodes drop every Friday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. We do our live from the pod every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for an hour. Just throw us on, cast us to the TV, throw it on, grab your snack and come kick it with us. Drop some comments up in here, share it to anybody that would love to hear the shit we talking about. Also, give us some topics. And speaking of topic, what's our next episode, Matt?
Hey man, y'all not gonna believe this. But somebody emailed us for some advice, and it's a wild one. I can't wait for y'all.
Story.
I can't wait for y'all to hear this one, because we here if y'all need the advice. Now listen, it's up to you. Bro, we are here for the people. Advice on any topics, judgment-free zone, and it's coming from the heart. So if you need some advice, please email us.
Please
let us know, and we got you. But we did get
You can DM us. You can send, you can shoot us a DM. You can email us at support@twopeopsonapod.com. As always, we are on Facebook, TikTok. Oh, go follow us. Go follow us on TikTok. We're trying to be able to go live on TikTok.
Right,
we got 300 followers. We need to get to 1,000. So please help us get there before the end of the year. We are on, of course, as you know, Instagram, YouTube, We on X right now, but we might not be there for long. I might be boycotting Elon.
Facebook, IG, you already know.
Spotify, Apple Music, all of that.
Stitcher, Pandora, we everywhere where you can podcast at. Holler at us, yo. We love y'all.
So
Peace,
check
y'all.
us out again. Thanks for dropping in with two peeps on the pod again. I'm Keish.
I'm Mac.
And we out of here.
Peace to all African Americans.